Okay, last time, y'all got your butts kicked. And you lost Gudrum. Had a nice little service for him. And you decided to split ways with artists. Him and Dragonbait are continuing on to retrieve the Ring of Winter from the Frost Giants. And you all retreated to Camp Vengeance in order to regroup and to hire a new guide, of which the guides that you hired, and I'm going to throw them on the map now,
Yeah, our new buddies.
are River Mist and Flask of Wine.
They're the perfect guides.
Okay. I'll have to give you disadvantage for that bad pun.
Oh,
Oh, so yes, you retreated to Camp Vengeance. You met with the commander and your old cleric buddy Unril there, and hired two new guides. And for the quest that you have undertaken, uh, Malik, you were there at the beginning. You still got the Born Shield Guardian that you can complete. Also, you're tasked with destroying the Soulmonger.
yep.
And let's see.
We have an alchemy jug still.
And that was day 18. And yes, you do have the alchemy jug, and it is now day 22 when you actually do reach Camp Vengeance.
All right, question. Do we have a definite destination out of all these quests yet?
Um, when you met with the Naga at Orlunga, she told you that it really sounded like the omens surrounding the Soulmonger are very similar to, the stories of Omu. And
Okay.
you know that Omu is south between something of honor and the Valley of Flames.
All right.
But truly, you have no set destination.
We're still in sandbox mode.
No, not really. You can pick a direction and we can go there, buddy.
Yeah, we should really try to advance the plot.
Oh, and our patron is slowly dying, of course. Unless
Yeah.
we get the soulmonger.
Yeah.
Of
And
course, yeah.
out of character, you're all level 4. Um, when you hit level 6, you're truly gonna be totally in the plot.
Yeah, I was going to say we might be a little low still. Do we know the guides? Do they have a certain profession that we could ask them about, or like what what adventuring history they have?
Okay. Well, River Mist and Flask
Oh,
of Wine.
I have the wrong Melic up. I have the first Melic instead of Melic 2.
Oh, you're such a pain in the ass.
Maybe you regressed.
Okay, that's better.
And okay. They are tabaxi. So they are cat folks, and
Uh-huh.
they are truly like the ultimate travelers. They rarely stay in one place as long for long. And let me bring up the Chult map. And truly, what they have explored of Chult has been right over in that area. So going south toward the Peaks of Flames and supposedly Omu, that's all uncharted territory for them. But they have spent a little time in Chult, and they have spent time in the jungle. And they can also tell you that, you know, uh, stories about an old woman down in Mbala who can animate the dead in such a way that the zombie does retain its abilities and memories. Just like they're alive, but they are undead.
Now I'm feeling bad about burning the cleric.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been too good for the cleric.
Yeah, what I've noticed is we can't seem to get to where we need to get to. Like, we can't get to where the red arrow's pointing, where Artemis wanted us to go. So maybe we should just kind of stick around, like, up in this area. What about that goblin thing? Can we send the giants up there?
Uh,
Th-
Act out revenge, like we kind of set up the goblins.
Yeah, but they got their ring back, so I don't think the whole trick was send them there looking for the ring.
Yeah,
you
that's true.
you can go in search of Artis and help him recover the ring.
The goblin town was supposed to have something to animate a golem and give us control of it.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd be up for goblins if you wanted.
Yeah, because we seem to be having trouble getting across this jungle, like past Imbala, really. I don't know if we can even make it down there.
We could probably handle goblins easier than Nagas or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, just something to throw some XP out there, especially for the new people, so they can at least get a taste of the horrors of this fetid, sweaty hellhole that we're in.
Um, well, I gotta say, if you head south toward Omu, by the time you get there, you will have more than enough XP. There are a few more planned encounters that like everything else, may be in your encounter rating.
So, Devin, which would you rather bash, goblins or skeletons? Huh, he's being quiet.
Deep in thought.
Now, if you like this goblin cloak I have here, we could, if we go to the goblins, I could probably make one for you.
Looks a little freakish to me. And I'm a half-orc.
Well, it's not an orc jacket. Or a
Good
cloak.
thing. We can, I mean, if we need to advance the mission, we probably should head south. I mean,
Okay, let's go for the skeletons. Right, Driscoll?
Let's do it.
Well, you know, truly, either way will advance the mission. You're just a little bit farther away from Omu. And let's see. Truly,
Could we hit the goblins on the way to Omo?
no, they're north of you. I mean, you could, but you're going to lose, you know, 10, 15 days round trip.
I mean, if you guys want to go hit towards goblins, I mean, we can go.
Okay, so
We could flip a coin, I guess.
And truly, if you go to Mbala, you can get an overview of the land. There in the center, just to help you out, but not saying you have to go to Mbala. And, you know, just as a reminder, you do have some small towns and so forth, like over in Jahara Bay, to the west. You know, there's pirates there.
what's this Ataz Kalaka or whatever?
I had a question. One question too. Can we get unmasked the part that we've traveled through? Like even if it's a thin strip, or I'm not really sure where you guys have been. I know we went.
Yeah.
Green Pin, right?
Yes.
Because it looks like we've really done nothing, which some might say.
Killed a Stegosaurus.
Yeah, it's true.
Let me pull up the map.
I think we went to the Green Pin. We went up to the V, maybe. I can't remember, or somewhere near that.
We kind of like wandered around in the south, and then we went back to Pensions to restock, which I think it was a good idea because at this point, without the healing potions, we'd have like literally no healing.
Yeah, true.
Maybe we can find a retainer that can heal. We have a couple thousand gold, right?
Yes,
Yep.
you do.
Because like I think that hiring someone who could heal would be good. Like if we don't have someone randomly show up in the next 10 minutes who might be a healer, which I'm thinking isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
So, are there any healers in camp looking to hire on as temporary mercenaries? Maybe the cat people know someone. Hey, River, you know any healers we could hire?
Okay, here is unmasked. I guess I could unmask a little bit more of that to the north.
I just don't feel comfortable having a fighter with no healer. Dang.
And there's some reference tokens on there.
Well, that helps. So, do you think Driscoll spend some more money, hire a merc?
Holy moly, this place is huge.
Like a healer merc?
Yeah, I mean, if there's one in camp, yeah, we got enough money, really. I mean, there's not too much to buy here, really.
Yeah, we'll make it up later.
Man, I should have rolled a cleric. I usually play a cleric, but
Well, you might get your wish by the end of this session.
yeah.
So, that's where you've been coming down from the coast and down the river to Camp Vengeance. Camp Righteous is right there. Born, Vengeance, Orlanga, and Mbala sits talking with your guides and people at Camp Vengeance. You would know a little bit more about the territory to the south of you. That it does open up into a rather large basin. And
Cool.
it's mostly marshland.
Oh, marshes is good. So, any hireable like henchmen / mercenaries who can do healing in the camp? Or that River knows?
Give me just a second. What are y'all planning on doing? Are you going south toward Omu?
That's what I was thinking.
Have y'all decided for sure?
Yeah, let's just go to Omu. We keep hearing about it.
The captain Niles Breakbone you know, he fills you in, him and Unril, you know, talking about how since your last visit in camp, you know, the death curse has gotten more serious because it's been cannibal attacks. Yeah, because you were last at Camp Vengeance on like day 5, day 6, so, you know, it's been almost 2 weeks that you've been out in the jungle, and, you know, more people are dying, and in order to help you out, you know, Captain Breakbone is willing to send Unril with you.
Okay, great.
Your former cleric that you escorted.
Oh, alright.
which gives you healing and power, and hopefully won't die tomorrow.
Does you need any donations to the church for the trip?
No, like I said, the situation is getting much more serious. So, the Order of the Gauntlet is, they're going to foot the bill for her going.
Okay, great. Let's head on out. Is there anything our guide suggests we get before the trip? Or we good?
Well, they remind you that you need water in the jungle, and I think pretty much you all have everything.
Yeah, we're good on water forever.
Did we check? Have you all checked to see if you still have your boats?
Well, I think we brought it up last time. I'm not sure if we actually went down to the river to like check on it though. Are we missing a character in the game?
Oh, yeah, we're missing 3 people.
Oh yeah, WM Sounds is part of the thing. It's a program. Okay, never mind. It's like, hey, where's WM Sounds? I'm gonna make a guy named WM Sounds. Bard, naturally, of course.
Absolutely.
I think we left our canoe by the side of the river, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we mentioned checking on them. I don't know if we
Yeah,
officially went
I
down.
don't think you physically went down to verify that they're still there after 2
Did anyone
weeks.
remember to tie the canoes up, like to a tree or something?
Yeah, you pulled them in off the shore and covered them up, camouflaged them.
Okay, well, off to our canoes.
So there's a 50-50 chance that they're still there.
No problem. If they're not, I'm sure Devin can make us some new canoes, right, Devin? You're woodcrafty, right?
Sure.
Well, off we go.
Okay, I'm gonna clean up combat tracker. Welcome back to the party, Unril.
Go ahead and travel. My cat's driving me crazy. Hold on one sec.
Well,
I used to have a crap cat like that once.
River Wine takes offense to that.
I had this one cat. I had this gas stove, and it decided to jump onto the stove and start smelling the lit burners. And caught its whiskers on fire, and then started running around my apartment like howling.
Oh Lord, that's funny.
It turns out the whiskers don't heal; they like drop out and new ones regrow. So that was interesting to find out.
Funny looking cat.
Yeah, and they use the whiskers to navigate. So until the whiskers regrew, it was just sort of bouncing into things all the time.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. You can go by river. Do you want to go check out Mbala? There are ruins there. There may be riches.
I think we always get sidetracked. Let's actually go to where we're going. Let's go to Omu.
Yeah, no reason to stop at Mbala. We could hit it on the way back.
Yeah, we seem to get sidetracked a lot.
Okay. And everybody's on combat tracker. And we'll start with giving you all an overnight rest. I'm assuming you want to start out the next morning.
Yeah.
And Mr. Happy, of course, has been resummoned.
He had quite a devastating. He was dismissed not kindly the last battle.
Well, he didn't get me the ring, so I expect better performance for his new incarnation. I could have really used that ring.
I bet. Okay. As you head south out of Camp Vengeance, and you're following down to the river, and you're looking for the spot where you stashed your canoes and so forth. And with luck, you do manage to find your canoes, and they have not been tampered with. You can see evidence that, a few animals have been rooting around, but no goblins or zombies or anything of that nature. So, you do manage to find your two canoes.
Well, I guess we should just are we enough for like we have 2 canoes, so do we decide who's in each one, or?
Yeah, you should go on one, then I should go on one, I guess, and then the fighter with you, and then I'll take the cleric, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'll take the healer. Yeah, you get in the other canoe.
Huh.
Now we can put however you want to do it.
Oh, that's fine.
Let me
Sure,
find my...
Devin can fend off anything we have problems with.
Being veterans of the jungle, maybe we should split our expertise between each canoe.
Sure.
Well, if I see Artis, I will try to kill him.
Okay. There's Mr. Happy, River Mist, Devin.
Poor Happy gets a token.
Alright, he's fine.
Although it's kind of funny, he's just H. I'm getting used to him being H.
Okay, Malik's in a boat, Driscoll's in a boat, right? Devin, who do you want to be with? Guess Devin gets Malik and Mr. Happy.
It's the best place to be. We're hit second.
Yeah, true.
And
remember to be careful of the monkeys.
Hey, we're the monkeys. Okay. There we are.
Oh, I know why. Because in our party window, we have the wizard in there. That's what threw me off.
He could still be
Yeah.
there. He's supposed to be logged on.
Yep, I'm going to delete him from the party sheet till he does show.
I was thinking we just claim he's narcoleptic. Sort of like
Yeah.
leave him under a blanket.
And I am going to move the you are here pin on the pinned map. to where you're at now. And all right, you managed to find your canoes. Like I said, they were untampered with. You packed your gear into them, and you have set off downstream. And after a little bit of traveling, the river flows out into this marshy basin, and you can see tall plants and dense foliage enclosing the marsh. And your guides, they're telling you a little bit about what they know about this basin, and it's called the Aldani Basin, and it is named after the Aldani, and it's a race of lobster folk. And, the river tells you that, um, a lot of natives from Chult will, they have all these stories about these eerie lobster folks that lived in the rivers and the lakes around here. However, there's been no reliable witnesses reporting an encounter in decades. So, most of the locals just think that they died out. But, it's an interesting tidbit of history for this area.
We could have the alchemy jug make clarified butter, right?
Oh boy.
I'm just saying. I mean, there are lobster people, right?
That's true, I guess.
Yes, indeed. So, you managed to travel, and you're having good fortunes today because it is a beautiful day, and you're able to enjoy actually being on the river because, the jungle, even though it is deadly, it is very beautiful. And, it's a great day. You're all just enjoying your hard effort and trying to make mileage and get south in this wonderful
Yeah,
place.
yeah. I'm just chilling back, just relaxing, chill touching monkeys occasionally, just for practice.
Okay, and you make a really good progress. You're able to do your, you do about 15 miles today before you just got to put in and set up camp.
Okay, I guess we have to pick the goblin or the skeleton side again, right?
Uh, well, truly, you're in the marsh, so yeah. Although there's a fair chance that you could encounter either.
Hmm.
I kind of like the skeleton side.
Sounds okay to me.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, we have a cleric. Cleric could turn undead, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And let me find my map because you all went a different direction than what I was expecting. Wow. I think I'm better off with the other one. There we go. Imagine a river map being named River. And okay, you all set up camp for the night. And River and Flask, they entertain you throughout the evening, telling stories of some of the wondrous places that they've been, outside of Chult.
Cool.
And is there anything in particular you all want to do?
Driscoll, do you like whittling?
No. So this is just a basic, like an encounter check in a way?
Yeah.
Alright. Definitely during my watch, I'm gonna kind of sit under the trees, try to remain as hidden as I can, just keep an eye out. I don't want to be surprised, that's for sure.
Run and hide in the trees.
Yeah, it's like during my watch, I'm just gonna sit there, like with my back to the tree, and then just kind of like pull my hood over my head and just kind of do a platoon. Charlie Sheen platoon part.
I love it. Okay. Surprisingly, you don't encounter anything during the night. And
excellent.
Yeah,
I think that's the first time.
Yeah.
Truly, it is the first time that you've camped all night and nothing has happened. And you're feeling rested. You're happy. Looks a little overcast. Like you might get some rain later on. And you're just getting up, getting moving, collecting all your gear so you can start to put it in the boats. And would you like to make a perception check?
Tower or chat window?
Tower, please. Okay. You are aware of a really loud sounding noise coming from the northwest of you. And it sounds like it's right down by the river. But there's
Like,
something big that's come through the bushes. Now, from the direction of the sound, it truly doesn't sound like it's coming directly at you. But it is off to the side of you.
what does it sound like? Like a dinosaur, or like a howling sound, or like a clickety clackety sound?
Right now, you can just hear, small branches breaking. Something big is just moving. You know, you can feel a little bit of the vibration from the ground, and
Well, you want to get in the canoe or just hide?
I'm gonna try stealth. I think. Um, I can move. Let's see. It's coming from the direction of the red arrow.
yes.
Like over there. Okay.
What if it tries to eat our canoes?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Okay,
It could be like angry beavers or something.
let's get in the canoes and go out to water and see if we can see what it is. Like if it comes up to the shore.
Okay.
Um,
Throw everything in the canoes.
as you are approaching the canoes, this thing appears to be. You can hear it coming through the brush, and it sounds like it's coming toward the river, or to the river.
Well, still sounds like a good plan to me. We got to use the canoes anyway.
Yeah, let's get in. Let's go on. We rested one night. Let's get in and just go down shore. Let's run. Let's go faster.
Okay.
Oh, it's short. Just a short aside. Does anybody remember Hunt the Wumpus? Anyone? Am I that old?
Yeah, I remember that.
All right. Just wondering. I made a crack yesterday about the modules, like an episode of Hunt the Wumpus, and like no one got it. I'm just like, Jesus, am I that old?
Okay, I'm gonna use
Okay.
minor. Can I use minor illusion too?
Well, Melik, as you come down and start to climb into the boat,
Oh boy.
you can see, and I'm going to put you beside the boat instead of directly on it. You can see this big Tyrannosaurus Rex has come down to the river and is drinking.
Yeah, let's get the F out of here.
And as you reach the boat, you know, his head just kind of turns and he's looking straight at you. Let's roll for initiative, guys.
Oh boy.
And so it begins. Well, River Mist is going to run down and she's actually going to get in the boat and get it ready for takeoff. And the Tyrannosaurus Rex,
Let me guess. I came in near last on initiative. Yeah.
You did beat me.
Okay. Yeah.
He's actually coming down and, he's just checking the scene out. And I'm going to move you guys into squares. And Devin, you have a Tyrannosaurus Rex coming your way.
Come on, Dino Killer Devin.
You only live once, right?
In this game.
Guess I'm gonna move up.
Charging in for the attack, and truly you just have to move there.
I'm gonna attack. Do you want me to roll this in the block in the tower?
Damn, you got some balls, man.
Yeah, just roll it. Target and...
Okay.
You know how to target for combat, don't you?
Trying to find my character. Wow,
Yeah.
that was great.
First blood.
Yeah, mine.
Oh, you missed.
Okay. Any bonus action or anything you want to do?
Yeah, I might as well try to attack him again if I can. Wow, how is that even possible?
Oh. Okay. Flask of wine is hightailing it to the other boat. And
Guess if worse comes to worse, it gives people time to get in the boat.
that's got a range of 120. Unril's gonna come down, and she is going to cast a guiding bolt at the dinosaur. And naturally it hits. And dinosaur roars in pain.
As much as I want to get some attacks in, no. What is the game plan here? Do we want... We're not actually going to fight this thing, right?
That's the plan.
Okay. I'm going to go to the boat and... Let's see, who's after me? Malik. So Malik can get to the boat. Mr. Happy. Not too worried about Mr. Happy, though. And then it goes back to River. We'll get in the boat. A T-Rex. Devin would have to do a disengage, maybe. Alright, yeah, I get in the boat and I prepare to shove off. I get it so that it's kind of out in the water with like my last 10 feet of movement, but not, people can get into it by, it's not over their knees or anything. They can jump into it and then we'll shove off.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on the T-Rex.
And Melik, with your passive perception, you notice that a section of that T-Rex skin would make a great set of boots.
Don't fall for that, man. Stay on course.
Well, let's see here. Trying to get the spell cast, but it's not breaking up to the attack damage.
Oh, I think our tokens aren't combat ready tokens.
That's somehow appropriate.
Yeah. He'd have to re-drag them off the tracker, I think.
And one more time, what's the issue?
I think the tokens aren't from the combat tracker because they don't have the little health dots on them. So it's not letting us like target and use drop stuff on them.
Yeah, I can't like select the spells I want to use.
Hold on, I'm re-dragging them over. Okay, try it now.
I have combat mode, but I don't have like the attack and damage showing in my spells.
Under display, it should be combat and actions.
Oh, that works better. Whoops.
And Mr. Happy shouldn't be invisible or unconscious.
I want to have him fly up and cast Scare on the T-Rex.
And the T-Rex is not scared. River Mist is helping Driscoll pull the boat out further. And oh, she was already in the boat, so actually she's going to fire her short bow at the T-Rex and does get a critical hit. And the T-Rex takes some damage.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. Oh, you must not have the health dots turned on. Okay, never mind.
Let's see.
It may be an option you had to do when you loaded it up. I don't know why Fantasy Grounds has been resetting that lately.
Let's see. That would be on the combat tracker. Show effects. Yeah, it should be showing the icons and the health dots.
Okay. I might have something weird going on with mine.
Okay, the T-Rex, he's gonna reach out and bite Mr. Happy. And Mr. Happy, that went the wrong way.
Wow.
Looks like he bit himself. Critical miss.
God, we're off to a great start already today.
Okay, let's try that again. Okay, he's going to try to attack Mr. Happy, and does hit Mr. Happy. Bites Mr. Happy.
Holy shit.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Okay.
And Mr. Happy drops to the ground, and the T-Rex does a turn, and Devin, you see this Tyrannosaurus Rex's tail come swinging at you. And fortunately, you're able to duck out of the way and it misses you. And you're up, sir.
Yeah, get to that boat, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and go to the boat. If I can.
And you make it to the boat. Flask of wine. I'm going to move that damn boat. A flask of wine steps up and
Oh, no,
fires
Devin fell
off
in the water.
his short bow. And does hit, and he launches a second attack, which hits, and better damage that time. Unril is running down and getting into the boat.
Alright, I'll do a longbow shot at the dinosaur.
Good hit.
And we're still gonna I'm gonna make sure the cleric, I'm gonna tell him keep moving the boat backwards, get out to deep water, and that's it for me.
Okay. I'm gonna run up and then misty step into Driscoll's boat.
Oh, I thought you were on the boat already. Yeah, there you go.
You are right beside the other canoe.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I just moved it. Technically, you're all like right there.
Yeah, but I'm going in the other canoe.
Oh, sure. Capsize my canoe, why don't you?
And then I'm going to cast Crown of Madness on the T-Rex. And I'm going to direct it at Flask.
Yeah, he made the save.
Of course, he's not within reach, so Flask is safe for now. Oh, yeah, he's saved.
Okay, well, Mr. Happy, yeah. Anyway. And River Mist is concentrating on pulling the boat farther back. Actually, no, she's not going to do that. Because Flask of Wine is, you know, within threat range, so she's going to do a short bow attack at the T-Rex. And she hits him twice. And the T-Rex is gonna come forward. We'll put you in a legitimate square, Devin. Yeah, he would come down to the edge of the boat, and he tries to bite Flask of Wine, and does hit Flask of Wine. And Devin, once again, you see this dinosaur tail coming at you. And this time it catches you square within the chest. And you take some damage. You've got the wind definitely knocked out of you.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to push the boat out into the water, get away.
Okay. And Flask of Wine is definitely doing the same, so we'll pull you back and give you a little bit of movement there. Unril is going to let fly another guiding bolt. And does hit Driscoll.
Alright, another bow shot. Wait, why do I have advantage? Did I drop it on?
Oh, no, that's not you. You're good.
Oh, okay. Should I re-roll it? Oh no, I did it. Wait.
No,
I dropped a 10.
Yeah, it was from her guiding bolt.
Oh, okay. So I can roll damage still then?
Yes, go right ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some trick when you, like where she hit him with the guiding bolt, the T-Rex has disadvantage against her and so forth, but for some reason it's applying it to everyone.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, I'm just gonna chill touch the Tyrannosaurus.
You just thought you were. And since River Mist is already armed, she's gonna fire off another hit. And she successfully lands 2 arrows into the T-Rex. And the T-Rex, he's really pissed. So he's coming down further.
Yeah, now we just need to worry about how deep that river is. That's the only problem.
And he's gonna try and bite Flask of Wine. Oh, and does hit Flask of Wine. And yeah, Flask of Wine's, he's kind of hurting now. Devin. Row, row, row your boat.
I'm getting in the boat.
Technically, you were in the boat. I've just been moving that icon out of the way, so if you want to do something else, you can.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to shoot him with my longbow, I guess.
Yeah, he's taking a fair amount of damage. He's starting to look a little rough. Good attempt.
Would I get 1 attack with that or 2?
Let's see, you don't have multi-attack, do you? Got savage attack.
No.
No, not unless you take an action surge. And then if you do that, you've got to finish a short rest before you can use it again.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that then.
Then you doubled your damage at least that time. And Flask of Wine is row, row, row your boating. And Unril, well, she sees that you guys are in a little bit of trouble. And what the hell does that do? That's not in range. And she's going to do another guiding bolt, which misses. So you guys are still in trouble. Driscoll.
Another bow shot as we move further out. Trying to get off that map, I guess.
Yeah, I'm figuring you're all probably in the middle of the river by now.
All right. That'll be it for that.
I'm going to attempt to chill touch the dinosaur. I hit.
Yay!
Okay.
Have some necrotic damage. And there's Mr. Happy, just laying there on the ground. And River Mist, she's going to try another bow shot. Does hit the dinosaur. And she lets loose the second one. And it hits as well. The Tyrannosaurus Rex is just in this fit of rage. And he comes closer toward Devon and Flask's boat. And there's a sudden drop off, and the dinosaur suddenly, it's up to its neck in water. And
yeah, at some point he's got to turn back.
At that point, it turns around and it comes out of the water and it comes up to where Mr. Happy is at. It reaches down and grabs Mr. Happy and just like a dog throwing its own ball up in the air, tosses Mr. Happy up in the air and just catches him and starts chewing on him.
Now he gets poisoned. Does he have a good poison save?
Mr. Happy.
It doesn't say whether the poison is applicable when eaten, though, in the description.
The dinosaur saved against the poison. So, as you all are paddling rapidly downstream, your last sight is this dinosaur eating Mr. Happy.
Hasta la vista.
Well, he did save Driscoll.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Devin.
Yeah.
So, you all are safely out of reach of the T-Rex. And Flask of Wine is badly wounded. Devin, he's definitely feeling it.
You want to make a camp again and patch everyone up?
Yeah, let's go down as far downriver as we can toward Omu, and then we'll make another camp and resummon everything.
Sure.
But like I said, this is right in the morning, so you've got a full day of travel ahead of you.
Well, I might as well get patched up before we head on, just in case.
Okay.
Luckily, we have Unril here to help out with speeding that.
Absolutely. 23. And T-Rex. And let me pull up Unril and we'll cast some healing.
So I'll spend an hour resummoning Mr. Happy.
Does he take components, or is it just something you can do?
I have Pact of the Chain. I can just do it.
Oh, okay.
This is a Quasit.
And let's see, we'll start with PCs. Okay, that's it for... Yeah, 98. Okay, so Unril did some cure wounds. And pretty
Sorry
much...
if I give... Can I give myself back 2 arrows? Because I was 2 down from before we went to camp. And I figure I lost the 4 that I fired at the T-Rex.
Yes, in this particular situation where you all did not kill the creature and ran, subtract those from your inventory. But when you successfully complete a combat, I'm assuming you are recollecting your arrows.
Okay, cool.
Magical arrows, however, when you shoot them, they're gone.
Yeah, because I had 2 ticked off. I forgot to replace them when we were in camp, but so I'll put 2 back on. But I did shoot. I'm down 4, so.
Well, I'm sure we could make arrows.
Yeah, sure, something will help you then.
Yeah, you have plenty of time on the river. But Flask of wine is pretty much almost back to half health, and he's just laying back, kind of taking it easy in the boat. And guys, do you mind if we take 5 minutes?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, we'll see you in a minute.
Alrighty.